pretty snowy in these dense woods here. I came to this patch of woods looking for a place to camp. I'm solo this time, and I'm gonna find a place, hopefully, with a little bit more of an opening so that I can get out of this dense bush with all this snow. I've got all my gear in a duffel bag, and I'm pulling that in a small sled behind me. It's supposed to get pretty cold tonight. I have a bivy sack. I'm gonna sleep on the snow, hopefully build a nice big fire and just chill out. This is nice and open here. I like this. It does seem swampy, so we'll have to check things out, but potentially we'll camp right around here. There's a ton of deer sign all around here, so I'm glad I don't have Wolfie with me this time. I just figured I'd just come out solo. Well, it does feel like this is wet underneath here, so I'm gonna keep going. Not only does it feel a little like marshy in here, but there's a ton of widowmakers all around here, so I'm gonna pick a different spot. But instead of hauling that thing any farther, we'll just leave the sled and the big camera here, and we'll just hike around and see what we can see. We'll definitely get a good spot. I'd like to stay in the sun if possible. A big forest. I've camped once here before, but there's gems like this of firewood everywhere. It's so tight in here that trees just end up not making it and are dead standing because they're all competing for sunlight here. I think we're going to compromise with a spot that's in the bush but in an open spot as opposed to open because the snow's a lot deeper out there. It's nicer in the bush, a little bit more protection, but I guess I'll just knock a bunch of snow off trees too. That's not a big deal. I'm thinking somewhere around in here. That's really flat. Nothing bad around it. It's not bad there. Okay, this is it. This seems perfect to me. Nice small little open patch. It's got a lot of resources like birch bark just flaking off trees right here. Got a lot of downed firewood already. Everything looks pretty cool in here, lots of light. So yeah, we'll set up and get some firewood going, kick out some snow, and settle in. Beautiful, beautiful out here. I think I'm going to put my bivy right here. I don't have a ground sheet or anything, just the bivy and my sleeping pad, and just the bivy, sleeping pad, the sleeping bag. Anyways, I think I'll put it here. It's nice and flat. Probably the fire right in front of me, a step a ways, and just chill out. I got no chair or anything, but I can sit on that sled. Yeah, okay, let's get to it. Just want to drag this over where I'm going to sleep, flatten it down a bit. Not too bad. A little bumpy. A little bumpy. Again, that'll be my rap name. A little bumpy. Alright, we got to knock some snow off these trees too. It is actually pretty cold. These are all dead spruce, be good kindling. I might as well take them all down, but I think, yeah, I'll wait to put on my puffy. So I'll start doing a bunch of work and warm up. Chill down after the walk in here. It's like, I got long johns, pants, long sleeve, sweater, this. I have a puffy, and like socks and another pair of long johns in there. So I'll be alright, but Just a little snowy Joey. Well, that's pumping up behind me, behind you actually. I'm gonna get this stuff and lay it down as a base for my fire. Probably not the greatest firewood, but it'll be more than fine for the base. Space. Nobody comes here, so it's all just wild. There's tons of firewood everywhere. It's very green. Very green. Ah. Alright, let's get this thing done and safely tucked away. Just gotta finish her off. I would keep going in the end, I don't have to give it 2 or 3 breaths, but I wanted to wrap it up. Try to keep as much snow out of this bivvy as possible. This is that easy to get surplus bivvy, so if anybody's interested, I got it at a not a pawn shop, a surplus store. Derp. Okay, I got a big hefty bag. What is this one? Negative 20 Celsius. So it should be pretty good tonight. It's a good sleeping pad too, so I'm pretty confident. Kind of just tuck this aside and you know what I mean, that'll be ready to go on some flat ground when I want to go to bed, out of the way of falling snow and branches and potential sparks. So I'm gonna put my sled over here too. I wish I could wear my gloves all the time, but just filming doesn't allow that. You're wondering why I'm not wearing them. Most of the time that's the case. Okay, this is the safe spot here. I know I want to sleep here. And there's nothing really above. If I go maybe even two steps away from my camp where I sleep, because I can sit on that sled anywhere. That's a nice big distance. I don't have to worry about embers from the fire. Let's do that. And there's the, oh, it's like grass. Look at this. Got a little snow on my head. Right. Well, I'm building up a nice, decent little fire lay. But there's no hardwood in here. It's going to be a lot of spruce and balsam and stuff. But if I can find big chunks like this to put behind it, that's kind of like a fire reflector type thing. These will burn after a while too. It's a little effort. It's right there. Very light. Very light. No loose cannon. Oh, loose cannon are good. Okay. Not cold anymore, I'll tell you that much. After working, cutting all this wood next to the fire, it's good. Okay, I'll put that there, put something underneath it too. Looks a little bit better. Maybe not. Okay, cool. Nice and easy at least. Fire's burning on this side. It's a little lopsidey, but so am I. You know? Just wanted to take a minute and say thank you. I really appreciate you guys. You know, I poured my heart out, and man, the outcry of support was amazing. So thank you very much. The past couple of videos, the views were really, really good as well. So thank you guys, came through in the clutch. I even messed up on that last video I put out, the camping on the cliff video. I scheduled it to come out, and when I wasn't ready, I didn't have the thumbnail or the title done. When you're uploading videos to YouTube, you can go public, scheduled, or private. And normally I'll go scheduled until I'm ready with the thumbnail and the title and the description and stuff. But it came out at some obscure time. I must have messed up on the date I put it scheduled to. Came out with just the title Cliff Camp, all in lowercase letters, one word, and just a crappy thumbnail that the auto-generated. But anyways, I fixed it when I saw it, and still good views. So thank you once again, guys. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate it. This is gonna burn nice, but I do need more wood. nose plain. It's been a minute, eh? Oh, kitty smokes, I almost didn't recognize. Okay. Supper on here. Getting pretty hungry. That is a nice, slow burning fire. Super happy with that. I got a bunch more wood. Always collecting more. Super easy, like I said. We are sitting pretty. So I'm gonna start preparing supper. I really like using the Dutch oven. Haven't done it since the fall, actually. It's probably enough onion, I would assume. Red pepper maybe in a minute. Should be good right away. And we'll just wait a little while on the pepper. I think that's the move. Even though there's not many flames coming through, it's just all coals underneath. So it's a nice big hot bed of coals. Getting everything ready for supper here, and I realized that one thing I did forget is a utensil. A fork, a spoon, a spork, what have you. So I'm going to cut myself a cedar branch and carve it down, make a little stirring utensil, and I'll eat with it as well. Stirring / eating utensil coming up. Losing light. And if I look at it, it's already got a little bit of a dip here, so if I can use that as like my spoon part, then that's even better. I'll split this with my axe rather. Not my saw. Silly. Perfect. And I could use either piece really. We'll see. Nice. And cedar's awesome. Nice and clean and smells good. Real crude for now. Gotta stir this up, I think. Ooh, don't touch that. Ooh, nice. Smells really good. Okay. Okay. There. Oh, I forgot. There's big garlic cloves in here too. I'll put that red pepper in. I left them relatively big, so anyway, that'll add more moisture, and we'll just let this cook until it's done. Gotta get some seasoning in there too before too long, but that can wait a bit. Oh, well that's that. It's nice and spoony. Except for that knot right there. Maybe oh, you know what? I can knock that off with the axe. But I put a little notch on here so I can pull up the handle on the cast iron as well. But check out this little necker. It's pretty slick, man. See the handle on it? It's like all like scaled. Like the scales are like how you would say it, like carved up to make grip. This thing's a freaking razor even. It's by the company, well, the guy, Field and Steel, and he's out of the UK, I believe, or over in Europe. And again, no affiliation, just happy with my purchase. So, man, check this out. It's like caving in. Cool. Well, it's fun while it lasted. It lasted quite a few hours like that. We'll just we'll adapt, you know. We'll fix it. The problem is it burns in the middle, and then the snow on the side keeps the sides up, and then it just doesn't burn properly, starts to smoke and everything. But again, there are fixes. There we go. Ow! On fire. Crossfire. You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire! Crossfire! Anyone? I'm sure someone. Oh, those peppers, holy smokes, they smell good. I can't see. Potatoes are starting to get soft. Stir this piece around. Those sausages on the bottom. Got a special seasoning. You guys are going to be happy about it. I'm sure. I know I am. Raising it up a little bit. That's as high as it goes, that cord on there. There you go. Just a little bit slower cooking because that fire is roaring now. She's a roaring. Okay, real OGs of the channel will know what I'm talking about. Do you guys remember Bam Sun spice? Bam Sun seasoning? Well, I had a lot of requests to get it back over the years, and it's back. It's just a little bit different. It's not called Bam Sun Seasoning anymore. It's called Joe Robinette's Camp Spice. It's by the same guys, which was Smoke Show, made for Joe and those who roam by Smoke Show. Onion, garlic, black pepper, sea salt, coriander, red hot chili spices. A lot of people really liked this last time. Non-GMO, vegan, and natural. It is a little bit different than last time, I will tell you that. But it is still very good. It's in a different kind of bottle. Why can't I open it? There we are. Very, very, very lovely. I'm going to put a generous amount in there. Anyways, so the thing is, I don't know if this... I'm still waiting on confirmation that this is ready to go. Look in the description of this video if you're interested, and it will tell you if this is ready to go or not, and it will give you instructions how to do it or when to do it or how to go about that. But yeah, anyways, no big deal on my end either way. If you are interested in the Bam Sun spice, you'll probably be interested in this. I still haven't added any significant amount of wood to this since I started. Maybe just some twigs. This is a nice camp. This has old school vibes to me. I'll most likely sleep with most of my clothes on. Sometimes you hear not to do that, but when you're only out for one night, it's not that big a deal. Actually, it's not a big deal at all. You're just out for one night. Alright. Let's check on that food. Probably pull it off of there. Holy smokies. Oh, it's done. It is done. Alright. Good amount of food. Nice and cooked. Not nice and cooked. As opposed to raw. I'm looking forward to that caramelized onion and garlic. That is glowing. Pokety smokety. It's still glowing. That must have been a touch hot. Crossfire! Well, I brought that other light out here so I could use it to film at night. And I thought for some reason if I turned it down one, I had the memory if I turned it down one setting it wouldn't do that line effect, but I was wrong. I was wrong. As I've been before. Believe it or not. Alright, we're going to get into this. Oh boy. Very good. Very, very good. Everything's nice and soft. Stupendous. Have I mentioned I really like red peppers before? There's something about them when you put them on a fire or cook them. Oh, here's a full garlic. Oh boy. It's not a bad life. Not a bad life at all, you know? Pretty freaking good. So, pardon me, let me chew this. Oh, I still haven't added any wood at all. Just some twigs when it was struggling at the beginning. But like, it's going really well. Soupy happy for this. Super happy for this. I am really, really, really looking forward to canoe tripping season. Got some big trips planned with Wolfie. We're gonna go up to Woodland Caribou, I believe, for an ice out trip. That area I'm kind of concerned about forest fires and stuff like that. So if I figure if I go right at ice out, there'd be less chance of that because it's still cold and wet and everything. And I actually went there last year with Tosh and his buddy Jason, but I bailed on them before we could do the full trip. It was a crazy thing. But anyways, I ended up leaving. But seeing that topography and that landscape and stuff after all the burns, like it burned like 200,000 hectares or something like that, burned maybe 2 years ago, right around there. Anyways, but it's like, it's not horrible. It's like more like subalpine terrain, like there's a lot of trees in some spots, but some spots is just open. You know what I mean? Or new growth, maybe 5-10 years growth, couple years growth. So it's really cool. Like some places look like the surface of the moon there. Some places are heavily forested, but some places are pretty like Yukon-esque, like Northwest Territories-esque. But anyways, not a bad deal, especially with the dog, because I can see him run away for a mile. You know what I mean? Chasing whatever he does. So the fishing should be pretty good at that time of year. Not sure if we'll fly in or what we'll do, but I'm excited for it. And Kyle and I are supposed to get together again this year. Kyle had a baby last year, so we didn't get together. He had a daughter too, which is pretty cool. Happy for him. But understandably, he didn't get away last year. We're going to do something this year, I believe, late May. So I'm excited to see Kyle. I don't have too many friends these days, and Kyle's been a really good friend for a long time, so. Still talk to Doug on the phone quite a bit. He's just not into camping really too much, which is fine, totally get it. But Doug and I will stay friends until the end. Alright, well, as will Kyle and I. Anyway, I'm going to eat this up. I'm going to enjoy my supper. I'm nice and warm by the fire. There's tons of heat radiating to me. And, yeah, we're living large out here. With our cedar stick spoon / spatula spork. Splendid. It's been a minute since I talked to you guys. Supper was really good. I still haven't added any wood to this fire, but it's dying down, so it's about time to do so. Lots of debris. Lots of debris in this snow. A little garnish there, a little twig for garnish. She tipped over. She tipped over, folks. There we go. Lots of debris in there, I can see already. I need some more snow. Well, I do believe it's snowing. Wasn't supposed to in the forecast, but that doesn't mean much, obviously. We're going to continue to melt some snow for tomorrow morning for our breakfast. Fire's going nice. There's about a quarter of this full of snow, sorry, of water after I melted that first one. So we're just gonna do this for a little while and hang out, man. It'll be bedtime before we know it. Store all my stuff in this sled so that I know where it is in the morning. I just moved this back over here. I was laying in it over there, but it wasn't very flat, and this is the spot I picked out, so I would like to use it. Trampled it down, made it nice and flat. It's almost 11. I threw a bunch of wood on there. That fire's going, rocking, as you can see. I'm excited to go to bed. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sleep in as much as possible. I'll get up. I got a French vanilla. And I got a couple packs of oatmeal to make up before I get on out of here. Oh, it's not that cold. It doesn't feel that bad actually. All right, folks. Oh, that's it for old Joe tonight. See you guys in the morning. Oh yeah. Good morning, folks. Slept real well. It's past 7 in the morning now, so nice, good long sleep. I stayed relatively warm. It's not cold this morning at all. Fires, I don't know. We'll see. Looks out from here, but maybe we'll be able to blow it back into flames. Either way, time to get up and make some food because I am freaking hungry. Last time I got up to pee at about 5, there were still glowing embers in the fire. So we'll see. That was probably one of the better sleeps I've had outside, and also one of the flattest. This is a very flat spot, which you don't always get, man. I find myself always looking for some flat spots and having to stuff something underneath me and just settle for a slanty. But there's no slanty here, except for old Joe himself. Gaiters in the winter, folks. Unless you want to wear knee-high boots, gaiters are the way to go. Yep. Frozen. They're frozen solid. Boots on the feet. What are you laughing at? It was stuck to the ground. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, there's some glowing coals in here. Not many. Last night I was just hanging out by the fire, so I decided to do some fire prep for this morning so that I can get it going relatively easily. Even though there's some coals in here, I'm not gonna bother trying to blow them into flames. I'm just gonna light this fire back up here with the birch bark and stuff. Keeping a lighter in your pocket in the wintertime is a good idea. just so that it doesn't get too cold to use. You can always warm it up, but it's easier that way. Alright, my youngest daughter wanted to pack me breakfast, so this is what we have. We got a purple plastic cup. We got not one, but 2 Dino Eggs oatmeal with real Dino eggs in it. Real ones. And then, yeah, don't forget the second one. With the Dino eggs. You guys want to see a Dino egg? I don't know if you've all had this or not. I think it turns into a dinosaur with hot water. Anyway, and then also some French vanilla. So I think I might do the old jote meal style and put some of this in here for a little, a little boost. Let's see how she goes. Really nice fire. You can see the amount of snow it melted away. I thought it would have been bigger, honestly. If it was hardwood, it probably would have been bigger. But readily available wood is always a plus in my book. Ho, 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 ho. I burned up my eating utensil last night. Just gotta make something real quick here. With doing this, I think it's just important to get off the outer layer of bark and clean it up as much as possible. Then it's usually pretty good as long as the wood isn't like all sorts of rotten or funkity. No funkity woods. Alright, just for now, so we can stir this up. Chicharron. Woo! Try and pour this slow to keep out a lot of those nasty particulates. The French vanilla worked. And they do turn into dinosaurs. I'm sure you're just thrilled about that. It's a stegosaurus. A stegosaurus. I don't know what that's supposed to taste like though. Anyway, just gonna eat this up. Pick out my little stegosaurus friends. I'll get back with you before I leave. Alright folks, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. An actual blast. So, we'll see you soon on the next one. Be something different than this. Alright guys, stay good. And tell someone that you love them. How about that? Tell someone that you love them and make their day. But don't lie to them. Don't lie to them, you know? Alright, have a good day guys. We'll see you soon, bye. The rope is significantly shorter.